What up, everybody? This is Al the Pal 78 with David, and today we're going to be coding with David. Fortunately, he just fell asleep. In a way that's fortunate for you, sometimes he cries for no reason. But it's fortunate for me because, unfortunate for me because I love when he does little simple, funny things. Well, today I'm at codepen.io, and what I'm going to be doing is adding a Star Wars API right here with, teaching you how to do the .get jQuery method. So let's just start that right now. I'm at codepen.io. I go to pen. The very first thing I do is come to the JavaScript section, second input, and type in jQuery. And then you gotta click on it and then press save and close. Alright, so now we could work with jQuery. Then I put shift 1 and tab. What's funny is that you get an error right here because you have this, but once you delete that, that error goes away. But just funny, why did they allow to put it? They should change the template on here. Second thing we're gonna do, we're gonna change the name to May the 4th be with you. Now I don't really know why I'm changing it there because you don't see the change up here. We are gonna change the title to jQuery.get, okay? Because that's what we're doing. .get. So that's the name of it. We're gonna press enter. You see it saved at pen. But the only thing we're gonna add in here is a div, and we're gonna call it div.data tab. Sometimes it doesn't work right away, but you put .data and tab. Okay, you gotta retype it. Div.data tab. I don't know why it's doing that to me. Sometimes it works like that, sometimes it don't. Either way, it worked this time, and we got the data. We're not putting anything in here because we want it to show here. But I will be adding an H1 class, so let's just get that out the way and put the color of blue here, right? And I'll add an H2 class, and we're gonna put the color of red. It could be red. I could do red and green so it'd be Christmassy, but I don't do that. So we saving this, so that's that. And now it's gonna come down to the JavaScript jQuery stuff itself. Originally, I was like, how do you do this? I did it one time, but I forgot. So we're going to do it again. So we're going to go to $, and we're going to go put the parentheses and type in document. Now let me stop. And .ready. Make sure you spell ready correctly and don't do what I do and spell it incorrectly. So we're going to do a function, empty parentheses, and then the curly braces. Now if I put console on, you'll probably see a bunch of errors done to add up. And we're gonna use the console anyway. So the person I'm doing this, I decided to go about and doing this and trying to show him originally. I just did the code and then I showed the code to them. I did have to go on Stack Overflow for something that I've done and forgot that I've done. But all I'm doing here is we're gonna get the document.ready. He wanted a for loop, so we put variable I equals 1, not 0. You don't want 0, you want 1. Alright, because the Star Wars API starts at people 1, not 0. You put 0, that's Luke Skywalker, by the way. And if you put 0 here, it's just gonna have an error, 404 error. We don't want that, so we're gonna start off at 1 so we don't get that error. Alright, so and then we're gonna put I is less than or equal to 10. Oops. And then I plus plus, of course. Inside the parentheses here, now I'm going to keep clearing these because they annoy me, make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. But we're going to put a dot here, and then there's a $.get because we're doing the Ajax performance, the shorthand version of it. In here, we need to put a string for what we want to search for. Well, this is the API string. So we're going to start off with this. We could only copy that, right? We could type in the rest. Control read slash slash. You gotta spell people correctly slash, and then you want to put the forward slash. What we want to do is plus I. What is that gonna do for us? Exactly what I said. It's gonna loop and then give us 1 Luke Skywalker, 2 R2D2, 3 somebody else, 4 Darth Vader, 5 Princess Leia. So we're gonna do that. So comma. I'm gonna type another function in here. I'm going to call it people, and this is why I do this inside everything. So this is done. Oh man, I didn't want to do that. I wanted the console clear. So there's no errors now. If I press Control S, you don't see the errors come up. So what we want to do is console.log and then people, and it's gonna come right here. As you can see, it's coming, but it's gonna put people out of order. So that's the one thing I don't like about it. This time it put that person out of order, but Darth Vader is number 4, not number 1. So what we want to do is I want to get the home planet as well, and then the name Luke Skywalker, and then home planet. What's the home planet? The home world. Well, we don't know what it's. I know it's Tatooine because I already did this, but we, if this was like number 30 or something like that, or 20 like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ben Kenobi, it would be like some other place. I don't even know. And we could look through here and we could find Obi, but we're not gonna do that. That's a waste of time. Like, what is Planet 8? I think it's Naboo. R2-D2 was built on Naboo. So we're like, okay, we got that. But what we really want is that name. That's all we really want. So if we go down to the bottom, it's gonna give us the names. And as you can see, they're kind of out of order again. At least they got Luke Skywalker fine. You press Control S and see if it does it again. It doesn't matter. We're gonna refresh it, and you're gonna see it's gonna keep doing it in out of order. Luke Skywalker might not be first here. You see, it was number 2 now. 3CPO, who's number 2 is first. What happens is you're calling this API, and it's just putting back whatever it wants to give you back, or whatever it gets first. Funny thing is, .get is asynchronous, so you think you wouldn't have to worry about that, but you do, because it means it's asynchronous, meaning it's gonna get everything at one time. So basically what you have to do to always have it in the right order is put async here, and now it doesn't know what to async, so I might get an error, so we're going to put await. I mean, we could look at that, but I know for sure that let's clear this. Let's Control S and save it, and then let's do that again. And we'll see that right here, if I press Control plus, we can make it a little bigger. You can see the names, and Luke Skywalker's O, 3CPO is number 2 R2-D2. Yeah, see, this is all in the proper order. But now we want the home world. So, we don't know what home world is, like this, right? Like, what is that? What planet? Well, we know one's a Tatooine. What's 20? Like, I forgot. So what we want to do is make another call. But because it's going to await this, we kind of don't have to worry too much about, doing all that stuff. But the home world itself is already a link. So as you can see, this is the home world. It's already a string link. So now we just got to do function. And we're going to go over here and put planet in here. You got to spell planet correctly. Come down here. And now let's console log planet.name. You got to spell name correctly. And if you start seeing, look, Tatooine, Naboo, Tatooine, Alderaan, Stujan, I don't even know, I don't remember that name. So that's basically what we wanted. Now trying to get something to come over here, like a variable, to try to get this stuff that's in here to go, it's a pain. So what I do, what the guy wanted was to put an H1 and an H2 right here, right underneath each other, the name, then underneath it, the planet. But it was hard to come by, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna make a variable like he did. We're gonna call it we can call it data. It's not gonna change much. And then in the data we wanna put the backticks. Okay? And what the backticks do is basically it's basically like putting a string, but allow you to put the formatted string. It's formatting it. So you got we could put stuff like this in it. Div, right? And inside here we put a $, and we put the curly braces. No, we don't want div, we want H1, so let's go H1 here first. And then in the $, we're gonna put home, people, you gotta spell it right, .name. Because it still has that, because it's in, this could go inside here now. But this won't go outside of this. It's just, that's how it is. So inside this H1, we're gonna put let's see, /H1. But what we could also do is put like name like this, and space like that. And then we could put like H1, H2 like this, and then put like planet or home planet or home world like that. And then we could put space like that, and then do the same thing, curly braces, and put planet name, because we did the call. So we're gonna /H2, and there's so many things we could do and play with. But this is not gonna work yet because now we gotta append it. So we're gonna just put a $sign, and this is why people used to like this. If you put the quotations and put dot data like that, data like that, you spell it right, dot append, and then inside you put data in here. It doesn't matter because it's the data we want. It's gonna save that, and as you can see, all the names pop up exactly how we want it to pop up. This is the name, this is their home world, the name, in the proper order. And I'm not gonna lie, that actually came out pretty fast. Let's see how fast. Wow, this came out. I did something better because it came out faster this time. So that's all he wanted to do, and he was just, we going over APIs because sometimes in the boot camp they go over it, and there's, you're going to do something else, and like, what did I do again? And as it goes with anything, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you're just trying to make a website with CSS and you're not using the API, well, you'll forget how to do API calls, especially this way. Now, I would personally use Axios, but hey, this is what the man wanted. Ain't that right, David? Shut up, Dad, I'm sleeping. Okay, be like that. So yeah, and that's how it is, and that's all I wanted to show you, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I will see you next time, coding with David.